Hey guys, I said I would check in and talk to you before the holidays came, and I wanted to honor that, so I'm back for a visit. Just a quick note: uh, I make films, action films, and write and act and direct. That's really a passion of mine, and this is more of a release. And I guess what I'm saying is, I'm not here trying to be Tony Robbins Jr. to compile a bunch of subscribers and everything. Honestly, I wish I didn't even have to do this, and there was nobody out there listening to it because there was no need for it. But I find it helps me to express, and it's resonating with some people out there. So I'll keep going because, as I said, if I can help anybody, I'll definitely do it. All right, so we come upon the holidays, which are around the corner, literally a few days away. And my opinion is to look at this as a series of rapids on a raft ride. You know it's going to get rough, the loneliness and everything else going on. Okay, so obviously different times of the year, it's not just the holidays that can be an issue, but these are especially challenging for a lot of people. Makes sense. So, what is your survival kit to get through these rapids? The friends that you were friends with as a couple, or you see couples out there. I'm thinking of another movie script to do, and one of the I always like to do the burned out detectives, and one of the Achilles heels of I'm thinking about for the character is he's tough, goes about his business, but he doesn't want to go out. And finally we find out why, because when he's at a bar and he sees a happy couple, he just flashes back to his disintegrating marriage like this. So I'm not saying I'm like that all the time, but I take it to the nth degree for the drama point. Okay, so let's return to this point of a survival approach, a kit to get through these rapids of what's stuff that comes up, the loneliness, other people, the insecurities, what have you. So to me, it's about immersion, and we've talked about exercise and healthy food and everything, but what does that look like on the ground? How are you going to prepare yourself, your pack, to get through these freaking rapids that are coming our way? Okay, so we talked about exercise. Do you have literally your space? Are you in an apartment, a house, a crappy hotel? It doesn't matter. We can make this happen for you. I was in a roach flea bitten motel for a bit, but I had a floor and it stunk of, I don't know what they used to clean that, if they even did, but the prehistoric dirt and grime in that place. But I would put a towel down and do push-ups. So if all you got is a towel or an old t-shirt or a chair to do something, just do 3 of anything, 3 push-ups, some squats. If you have weights, that's even better. Put them where you can see them. The idea is we are visual, we are auditory, we smell. And these things, the sense of smell, all your senses, you want to feed power through. Now, I'm particularly talking to the guys who this bomb was just dropped and you're in the shrapnel up to your elbows, okay? Just use that as a term because we know we create most of this and are responsible, but for lack of a better way of looking at it, you're in the SHIT. So, in your space, make this work for yourself. Exercise, barbells, what have you. In the fridge, get some if you eat meat, you're not vegetarian, get some tasty chicken breast. If you're vegetarian, whatever kind of healthy there that you can grab and eat, because you see those Oreo cookies or Frosted Flake cereal, you will go for them if there's not a healthy alternative. So the next few days, to get through this these series of rapids, if you will, have healthy food as an alternative. It doesn't mean you're always going to go for it, but if it's there, sliced steak, vegetables, if that's your thing, apples, whatever the hell it is, get it ready and accessible. And just by seeing it, you'll feel a little more energized that you have it as an option. Immerse yourself in motivation, man. Music, what are you into? Are you into the Eurythmics or rap or I have Nirvana and I like the Killers and Oasis, the Doors, some newer stuff, some rap, but just, I hate rap. I'm not telling you to listen to rap, dude. I'm just saying, get something that you enjoy and motivates you. Rage Against the Machine, whatever speaks, listen to it. Check out other kinds of music, but headphones, whatever, start imbuing yourself, because sometimes it's hard to motivate from the inside, and we want to just pour that into you. The music, I think you get that. If you ever played sports, obviously you would do that to warm up for a game. Big thing is, motivational on YouTube. I mentioned earlier Tony Robbins, whatever. I don't want to be these guys, but they're helpful. Les Brown, Tony Robbins. There's another guy, I forget his name, but he's great. And he talks about no excuses. If you look on YouTube, you can see, just type in no excuses, common motivation. It's a dude in the inner city. He's great. I used to watch, I think I mentioned this, on YouTube, Rocky 2, the great scene of motivation there, Adrian, and many other movie scenes I'm sure you can think of for yourself. The music, the movie scenes, the fellas talking, the women, men talking about motivation, TED Talks, whatever gets your boat floating, pour that into you. Books, how to be whatever. Now, yeah, a lot of this is BS, I guess you might say that, but it starts to take, and it puts another conversation, another voice in your head, because if we're left to our own devices, a lot of times it's the same old meal, what am I going to do, and the motivation to get over this, and the mountains one has to overcome, and feels they have to overcome, can be pretty heavy, especially when you're on your own and you just got your balls kicked in, pretty frankly speaking. And then in the same respect, what should you stay away from? People, negative people, food, booze, places. Now, the mere act of making this list of places or people or things to stay away from, that's the important thing, please. It's not that you actually have to. It's that you are putting in a new vibe here, and eventually it will take. So if you put down Joe's Bar and Grill, Sandra at work or whatever, or, doing this or that, buying Rice Krispie treats, it's okay to follow through with those, but now kind of the subconscious is aware that it's on notice, and that's enough. Okay, so we're looking for just broadening and becoming more aware to plant the seeds. That's the long term. But the short term is you have to think about how you're going to support yourself through the rapids that are the holidays. Maybe it seems like a lot of birthdays around this time. Mine's coming up. Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever your holiday is you celebrate, New Year's. It's very easy to go in the tank. But I think with these things in your backpack, it will help you do that. Now, I mentioned to get over this. I don't think you ever get over it. You just look at it differently. But that's really for another time, another place. I love talking to you, so I could jabber on. I'm not sure what else I have to say other than the continued idea of challenging yourself. And I think that returns back to where we started, the idea of surrounding yourself with these things, because the only one that's going to get you through this is you. And whatever caused this issue with your marriage blowing up and everything, 9 times out of 10, it's what keeps you back in your life. So you have to look at that, and you have to be courageous. I was going to be obnoxious in this video and say, you're a loser. This happened to you. You let this happen. Pause. And then whatever comes up in you, anger, no, you're right, whatever, that's the truth of what you're working from. Now, for me, let me think back. Well, it's always there for me because I see her, because I have kids and everything, so things can happen. I don't always want to look in her eyes. And I don't know. With me, it showed me what I'm made of in the sense of, yeah, I don't feel great that this happened, but it's not going to keep me down. I don't know how, and I'm not telling you I'm a superhero, but somehow I'm going to find my way out of this. And that's what you need to find in yourself. And it's there. Sometimes you just have to parachute down real far to rock bottom. And it's true. Rock bottom, the good thing about it is nowhere else to go, and it's firm. And you can stand on that and rise up. Okay? So I think that's all for me. You know, let's be realistic, especially for a lot of you guys that are right in the shit. You're looking at some tough times coming up, rough. And again, it'll get better. You just got to focus. These are generalities that don't mean shit, and it's almost freaking offensive to hear it. What I want to hear is, dude, help me out. How do I get through this next 2 weeks or 3 weeks or what have you? Okay. You like Rocky? Okay. Go to YouTube. Get the trailer. Rocky 1, 2, 3. What's your thing? Some movie. You like The Hobbit? You like, the fight scenes in some movie? A love scene? I don't care what it is. Get that movie clip on your computer. Your music, what gets you going. Books. Surround yourself. These are all lifelines to grab and pull up into your new life. Okay? So, I hope that was helpful. And I wish you all a very happy holiday. And remember that gifts do not always come wrapped in beautiful paper and presented on a platter. Sometimes they're wrapped in thorns and you get your ass kicked. That can be a gift too. So either way you win. Right? All right, my brothers. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.